Hello, it's Colette. Welcome back to my channel, and this is the weekly tarot card for the week commending Monday the 3rd of September 2018, and it's the Knight of Swords. Really lovely court card. If you look at the words in the helmet, they're about clear thinking, they're about straight thinking, and they're about ambition. And this Knight of Swords also has piercing eyes. Now, again, with court cards, they can represent people or they can represent an energy. Now, as a person, this represents a mature male, sometimes aged about 30 up, but you can get nice mature males that are younger and very immature males that are older. So use your opinion on this, Nelly. Okay, come on, say hello. This wee one's not been getting a fan mail for a wee while, so here she is to say hello. There's Nelly. Nelly, do you like the Knight of Cups? There she goes. Oh, my wee darling. There we go. There, on you go. Settle down now. Anyway, so no, settle down. So the Knight of Cups, as I say, as a person, they are a mature male and they represent the air signs. Swords is air signs, and that is Aquarius, Gemini or Libra. So, lovely card. As a person, in general, it brings focus on that type of person, a male of the air signs, and it brings the attention to what they need in the week ahead, what it's about them. So any of you that are maybe partnered or know of this man, you'll either feel that they need your help or they'll be doing something with their thoughts and with their straight thinking that can sometimes show you who they are. I do find with the Knight of Swords sometimes that it can represent, yes, it certainly represents the males of those star signs, but it's such a straightforward thinking card that sometimes with this in general, it can mean that you get to see who a person truly is. So if a person this week, whether it's male or female, with just a straightforward thought and not holding anything back, not being manipulative, this is with a thought and something they do from that thought, show you who they are, believe them, because that's who they really are. So it brings with it a focus on air sign males. It brings with it a focus on what's going on with them and that they may need your help. But in a more straightforward way that's general, you may find that people either disappoint you this week, and it's possibly because they've not thought something out properly, and you're getting to see the thought that comes straight from instinct, not intuition, straight from instinct. And when a person shows you who they instinctively are, it can be a great help. You know, they could show you something that you think, gosh, I thought you were very strong, but you're not, and you need help, so I can help, or do you need help? But in the other way, it could be someone showing you that they're maybe a wolf in sheep's clothing. So just watch out for that energy this week, and if that does happen, you know, if you want to share it with us, put it down below, because sometimes we go into sort of more unusual meanings of cards that I've just seen over my life in the tarot. So Knight of Swords in general, watch out for the male air signs, and also just be generally aware that you'll see people working on their initial straight instinct this week, and that will give you a reason whether to love them or loathe them, I suppose. Anyway, if we look at it in still general terms, you yourself will feel more quick-witted, more determined, and it brings out a real ambition. But with this card, I always feel as though the beam of light from the eyes is so focused that it's looking at the longer term. You know, it's not looking at something here, it's focused way ahead. And I always feel that this gives us a fantastic chance to work with the energies of the week ahead, to focus on a long-term ambition and give it the amount of time that you can in the week ahead, even if it is longer term. If this is the week that you can start a course, if this is the week ahead that you can start some form of study or some form of forward planning, then you'll fall in with the energies of this card very, very well. So if we look at it in career, again, it's a card of ambition. It's a card where you understand your thinking. You know, you'll maybe see your company for what it is in the week ahead, or you'll see your workmates for who they are in the week ahead, and that will allow you clear thought as to what you want to do about that. So it's a very enlightening card. And don't underestimate it, because as an energy, there's a clarity about it. I liken this card to, if anybody's ever had oxygen, when you have oxygen, your head can be very, all over the place. And when you're given oxygen, it's like, oof, clarity, freshness. Oh my goodness, it's a wonderful feeling. Not that I want you to be given oxygen in bad situations, but anybody that's had oxygen will know what I'm talking about. And this is the card of a shot of oxygen for your brain. And if you think of it that way, you'll know where I'm coming from this week. When we get a shot of oxygen, we can sometimes feel elated by our understanding. We can feel elated by our ambition and where we're going. And that's all part of this card as well. So at work, be ready to accept any enlightenment that comes to you and work with it to further yourself and to further your ambition, and you'll enjoy the sort of boost of clarity that comes with this card. If we look at health, again, it's a good one for some mental health issues. This helmet is full of words, and sometimes this card can give a sharpness to people that find they're a wee bit got like brain fog. Or even things like dyslexia, things that are connected with the brain and the way the brain interacts with tasks that we need to do, with writing, with a sense of reading, and with pathways. In health, this gives us a shot. And it can be very, very good. It also gives us clear understandings of maybe the way forward, that we need to take more care of our mental health or our brains, our minds, the way that we sometimes put more into our physical health than we do into our mental health. And it's all about balance after all. And also, if you find that you've got a consultant, a doctor, or someone who really is a male air sign this week, you might find that they give you immense clarity on how you go forward with a health issue. If you're looking for a partner, then male air signs could be there for you. They're quite intense. You know, if you want to watch out, I'm going to be doing astrology of the signs as partners. I did one with the zodiac signs as friendship, and people liked it a lot, so I'm going to do the ones as partners. But male, air sign, and normally they always have lovely eyes, piercing eyes, whether they're brown or blue or green or tartan, they're piercing. So be on the lookout for that. And if you're in a long-term relationship, if you're in a relationship with a Libra, Aquarius or Gemini male, you might find that you get answers on what's going on with them this week and can work accordingly. It can also allow relationships to move forward longer term, or make plans for the longer term, whether that's moving forward or, you know, when maybe something is not, if it should be finished, it allows you to go away from a long goodbye into some sort of action. If we look at finances, it's one that some people don't quite like because it's clarity of finances. And sometimes when you get clarity about finances, it can be really scary. You're like, oh my God, that bill's gone up, or oh, the winter fuel's gone up. How am I going to cope? But by having clarity, you can work with that. You can use your brain to do your sums, to work with your money, and it's like having advance warning of things that might not be too good for you financially, but you're given time to work with them. It's not like, right, okay, this bill is changing tomorrow. It's like, okay, like we got a letter that our fuel is going up, and it'll be quite a bit, but it's from something like November, December time, so I've got a wee bit of time to adjust. So that's what it means for finances. Spiritually, it's a good card if you want to enhance your third eye and really have clear sight. It also works very, very well with clear quartz as a crystal. This card and clear quartz are almost at one at times. And for anyone who really just wants to almost make a longer term plan about any area in their life and work with it with ambition, not with fear. It's not a fearful card in any way. It's a strong I will do this card. So any area of your life that needs you to put a bit of willpower in, or put a bit of forward planning with ambition, this is the week to do it. And I'm glad of that. And also keep an eye on your air sign males. They may need your help as well. So if you've enjoyed the weekly tarot card, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And look out for my tarot book, which is Tarot Novice to Pro in one book by Colette Clairvoyant. And I hope to see you next week for next week's weekly tarot card. Many blessings now. Bye.